Welcome to Side Roads. I'm Carlos, and this is a 2024 Buick Envision. Special thanks to the team at Quantrill, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac for providing the car for this video. The 2024 Buick Envision. It comes with a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine that produces 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, paired to a 9-speed automatic transmission. In Canada it comes all-wheel drive only, and in the US you have both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options. The Envision competes with cars like the Cadillac XT4, the Lexus NX. There are few others on this premium luxury category, but I'm throwing there the Mazda CX-5 because Mazda is aiming for premium as well, and you will find very interesting info in the graphics that you're looking at, things like power and fuel efficiency and price. So something to consider. Safety features for the Envision are things like blind zone steering assist, rear cross-traffic braking, front pedestrian and bicyclist braking, intersection automatic emergency braking, side bicyclist alert, rear pedestrian alert, following distance indicator, forward collision alert, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, and reverse automatic braking. Fuel efficiency for the Envision is 10.8 liters per 100 kilometers city and 8.3 liters per 100 kilometers highway, which is 22 mpg city and 28 mpg highway. Price for the Envision starts in Canada around 45,000 Canadian dollars. The top trim comes around 53,000 Canadian dollars. In the US, the price starts around 36,000 US dollars, and the top trim comes around 47,000 US dollars. Both without options. There are some options to be added, but not a lot, so the prices should stay fairly close to those, which is good. The Buick Envision interior. Well, this is a brand that is on the premium luxury category, so you can tell by the interior that that is the case. All the materials are soft and they look super high quality. At least there is some hard plastics, of course, but in the bottom sections of the car, which is pretty typical. Again, this is not ultra luxury, right? But all the touch points are soft and nice and very padded and super comfortable. I mentioned that the seats are very, very comfortable, and they come in leather and they have this contrast stitching in 2 colors and have these white accents and have Alcantara inserts. So there is attention to detail here, and there is a little bit of extra stuff put in to give you back part of the money that you are giving to the brand. So there is leather and different textures and materials and looking materials. Here there's this little shelf with this dark gray wood-like type of thing, and there's this bronze line here that you can see, and this part is Alcantara as well and have these different patterns. So there is a lot here in terms of design and material choices that are put together very nicely, and I like what I'm seeing. This is a pretty nice cabin to be in. The steering, of course, is leather wrapped and is heated. and it's also thick and have contrast stitching, and it's really sporty looking. It is very nice. The power windows are one touch up and down for the front passengers. The air conditioning controls are partially physical buttons and screen buttons, so you can put an auto and control your temperature and the fan here, but you can also do it in the screen, by the way, so it's dual function, which I think is cool. And if you're going to put it in the screen, you should always have the two options at least. I like this, and plenty of people will go for the option on the screen, so that's also good. The heated seat, which this car has, is controlled here by the screen, so only by the screen. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky when cars bring screens and those type of things that is happening across the board. I mean, in all the brands, it's a trendy thing, but you need to make sure that you execute this well. I don't think it's a deal breaker. It's really at your reach, it's really clear, it's big enough, so I have no issues with that. Also, the lights on the car are not longer enough on this side, which is typically with they are. You have to go on the screen. Granted, most cars now, if not all cars, have the auto function, so and that's where you should leave it, because the car will turn the lights when it's dark and off when it's light, so that will guarantee that you always have your lights on when needed. But if you need to turn them on, it have to be here through the screen. The good thing is that the bottom is always there, always visible, so you can do it like you will do it here. It's a matter of memory, I guess, and getting used to it, but it is there and it's one touch accessible, so that's good. The showstopper here, of course, is this 30 inches screen, which is a one screen, not a two screen put together, which I like. It's very well executed, it's extremely clear, it is beautiful. Everything that you see here, you can read properly, you can see properly. It's really high definition. It's really nice. I really like it, and this elevates the cabin to next level. The icons for the entertainment portion is super big, super clear, easy to use. The screen seems pretty responsive. I like this. There is a volume knob here, of course. There is wireless charging for your phone. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is still available, and it's in this car, both wired and wireless. And it has this panoramic sunroof. Other than that, I think this is a pretty nice cabin. I think it fits perfectly with what Buick is going for, what the typical customers for Buicks. It's really competitive on the class, so this is a pretty compelling package, interior, vehicle. I really like it. I fit behind myself in the second row, behind my driving position here. There is a space here. I believe there are some offerings that may be a little bit bigger, but I fit, and to me that's all I need. The seats though are really comfortable in the back, which is not that common. So if you're in the market for something like this, check it out. Not only the front seat, but the back seat, because I find them surprisingly comfortable. By the way, the shifter is something that we should talk about. So General Motors products are moving to this in plenty of their cars and newer cars, which is mounting the shifter to the column here. That's in order to clear some space in the center console. I don't see the need for. You still have this portion here about the volume knob, so you could have your shifter here. That's how I would prefer, but I understand they are doing that, and this is somehow similar to the very old school column shifters, which was the old ones. In this case, this is an electronic shifter, but the function is you pull the shifter to you and then reverse, and then you pull it back to you and then drive or neutral. And then in order to put it in park, you press this button. When I saw this the first time, I hated it and I was super upset about it. I like regular shifters, and if you have seen my videos, you know this by now. I have to say though, this is much nicer and better and more ergonomic and easier to use than what I thought it would be. So I'm clearing that out. I had to use it, I have to park several times while having this car, and I can tell you it's pretty easy like this to use. It's still not my preferred way to do it, but it's designed and put in a place and done in a way so smartly that it's so easy to maneuver the car, which is to me the priority anyway. So I have to say I like it more than the first time that I saw this. Not my preferred way, but it's close to perfection in terms of how easy it is to use and how convenient and how seamless with or while operating the car. So it's good. And the trunk is class average, I will say. Is functional, it's big enough. For the size of this car, I think it's good. Again, maybe some other offers are a little bit bigger, but nothing that will stop you considering or buying this car at all. So I like the Buick Envision 2024. How is to drive the 2024 Buick Envision? So far so good. It is very nice in here. Let me start with the steering, that is not only super good looking and 100% my style in terms of design and looks, but also it's very sporty and it feels really good in your hands, and it's really thick, which I like, and unexpected on a luxury brand, I would say. Really, really cool. Sorry, I'm a sucker for steering wheels. Then the cabin is really quiet, and Buick has some quiet system design thing that they have a name for. I will put it in the screen because I totally forgot. So it's designed to be quiet. Is it? Yes. This is something extremely different for a quiet luxury car or premium car that I have driven before. Not necessarily, but it's really, really nice. The seats, impressed, are very, very comfortable and very cushy too. Like, this is, of course, it's a Buick. This is what they are aiming for, like comfort and luxury and premiumness. Acceleration is good. This 2-liter turbo engine with a 228 horsepower seems pretty responsive and with no issues. Downshift with no issues. The 9-speed automatic transmission is behaving without problems either. And now I'm on a lot smoother road, and it's really, really quiet. So maybe I was in a worse road before, because now I can totally feel what Buick is talking about. The steering is light, which is also to be expected in a Buick and in a premium luxury, chill type of brand. The suspension is also on the soft side, which once again is to be expected, but I find again when comparing to the XT4, this is a lot more flowy. It's softer, it's less dynamic, I will say, and it's fine. I think this is what they are going for. I also think this is what the customers are looking for when buying in this segment and in this brand in particular. There are some other brands that may go to a more sportier type of setting, but I think this is good. I'm now cornering and the car feels responsive. I was expecting less bottom down there, and surprised. I'm also going on an uphill and it's reacting with no issues with the combination of the transmission and the engine. So this whole package is good. I like it. I think they are achieving 100% what they were going for. This is a modern way to present a Buick, and I think people is going to be pleasantly surprised because it's have all those luxury elements, but all these modern car elements as well. The brakes feels responsive, doing a good job. They are not too hard or not too soft. The traveling on the brake pedal is good. I like this. Driving dynamics, again, everything is on the soft side, but the car is not overly big, so that adds a little bit of the sensation of control while driving. And I like the steering response here, even though it's light, it's kind of direct, which is good. And as I said before, I just did cornering and the car felt planted. It's soft and floaty, but it didn't lose stability when I turned, which could be a characteristic of floaty suspensions, which I think they nail here that balance between comfortable but not out of control type of thing. So I like that. Can see their customers being completely satisfied by getting this product, and it makes sense. I like it. I can recommend it for what it is and for who it is. Very well done by Buick. Premium, quiet, very good looking, and packed with features. The Buick Envision is worth to consider.